with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Ready for football now from sunny Wisconsin. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Fielded about a yard deep. It'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
What? 180. King.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing the receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
23 yards on the play.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield. And
a big loss here as he's taken down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Mayfield now from the 50. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That goes for a gain of 31.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 19 yards away. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead.
Someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. Now Brown, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
Complete to Michael Thomas. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
180. Offset. You can't fight me. Recon, 132 fighter.
Mayfield on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
They go play action here on first down. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Mayfield off the play fake. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Mayfield with it once more. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
On second down, Mayfield again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Looking again in the direction of Woods, and that'll make it third down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be.
Even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. On 2nd and 7, Mayfield over the middle complete. That's Holt. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
Pull it high. Check 52.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. Woods, the intended receiver. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Darius Leonard came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Mike. 20. He can't hit. He's not going to get me.
Third and long for Mayfield. And the pressure gets to him again. Darius Leonard able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now Brown. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 27-yard line.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Mayfield down. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Now Barkley stripped of the football. It's going the other way. And some space here. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And now back out comes the offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now Cohen. And they'll get him down right around the 16. It'll be a gain of 2. And speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now Mayfield. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Lutz's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put Ended up settling for 3.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. He goes airborne. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
These guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger.
That's caught at the 25. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. And a huge play that time. 51 yards. Mayfield to throw it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And it's caught. Touchdown. From 19 yards away. And his guys are going to retake the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Hey, looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now this offense ready to head back out there. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cohen. 20! And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Tariq Cohen, as the first half is winding down. And his guys have once again taken the lead. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Final play of the half, Mayfield looking long for Thomas. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. They'll start the third quarter with a run by Cohen. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. To throw, Mayfield. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Mayfield got his man complete over the middle. That's Holt. 7 yards on the quick slant and a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for them.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It's caught at the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rule.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield, and complete to the tight end Walker, right side. And now look at him go. Touchdown! Delaney Walker, 70 yards. And his guys are going to take the lead. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or 2 today. And I thought, oh, a zinger or 2? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
1st down and 10.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And that's how you throw a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it a second down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. Room here to run. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
Oh, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
What's good on the extra point? And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to it after the pick 6, Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And now this pass brought in by Brown. And I think the ball's out. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up.
Y'all already know what time this is. Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice in the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch, you won't do it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They Ella, they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, watch out for this. I never switch, you never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice in the wrist, 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 all on my wrist, all in the wrist. Watch out flip. Watch out whip. I'm in the whip. All in the wrist. I never switch.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Ties burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, the head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right, turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot, and you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play, and you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing, relieving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right, turn it up.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
55, come on, guys, 55. Rebut.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And it's complete to Kelsey. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way, work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Hey,
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Mayfield on play action. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Cameron Wake with a little wake-up call as he gets in there for the sack. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He's letting this one go. It's caught inside the 25. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. A first down carry for Barkley. Oh, nice move. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 12 yards there and a first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field strength has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed.
And feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Cameron Wake able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part.
DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DeAndre Hopkins, 76 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Mayfield off the play fake. Looking deep for Julio. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They've got good starting field position as they... And oh, his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And he's going to go down again. A sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Julio Jones once again the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Check, check. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Watch out.
Throwing, Mayfield. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Again, he was looking for Devontae Adams, and it's third down. From the gun, Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Mayfield looks to throw.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing again on second down. Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick?
Now Barkley stripped of the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Now, last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So, in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Mayfield on first down. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Mayfield down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now Mayfield. Now he steps away to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. McManus's point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. They go play action. Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey, yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase double rings, what I do?
Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said. The key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Julio Jones once again the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. 3rd and long for Mayfield. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Play fake. Mayfield. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Saquon Barkley. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through...
And it's caught. Touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive.
Partner, I think we can all agree that that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on 4th down earlier in the drive. Set a tone for it. And the best part, it made it pay off.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. It's going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10. At their own 21-yard line.
Check 55 for Mike. I got you, punk.
Play action. It's Wilson rolling to his right. That is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. Deshaun Jackson, 75 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Mayfield to throw it. Looking downfield for Jones. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They go play action with Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On 3rd down, Wilson under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jadeveon Clowney, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 He's going to let this one go deep. He's got it at the 15. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Devontae Adams, 51 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Or just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Play action. Now Wilson. Catch made there by Derby, the tight end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit. Wilson now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Look down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Jaguars. Herman Moore, 46 yards. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Dawson able to connect on the extra point. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. This is taken at the 3. Oh, good move. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10. First down, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. Julio Jones all alone. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Julio Jones, 74 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught,
taking it right down Broadway. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Herman Moore. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. Dawson tacks on the point after. And this is back to an 8-point game. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
Hey, one alert! Hey, pick it up, defense.
They'll start out on the ground and Saquon Barkley. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Mayfield. He can run for it, and he will. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. Kelsey, the intended receiver there.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. There to stop it was Darius Leonard. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 7 yards on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Jaguars. David Johnson, 81 yards. And the Jaguars move back within a couple of the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Barkley. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. He was looking again for Kelsey there on that play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Stepping up, he's going to... Now Mayfield lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
From the 16, Mayfield. He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. 20, 10, 5, and he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
Just had to hold on to the ball.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Patrick.
And they start the second half with Johnson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot. On 2nd and 12, Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And this time, not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Man open left side is Brown. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Antonio Brown, 31 yards. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. He was trying to go back to Moore there, but it's going to be 2nd down from the 21 at 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Darius Leonard coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and long, it's Wilson. Quick slant, caught by Moore. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Darius Leonard. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact. And he will take this one. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
His guys take over first and 10.
Check. Watch 54. King.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And his first pass is incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Steve 6. 450.
So after the INT, it's Brady. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. Past the 20, 10, and touchdown! Travis Kelsey, 68 yards. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here.
Let's go, defense.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop. On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. Throwing, Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also fourth down now. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. And they're indeed going. It's Mayfield. Looking deep for Julio. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better